Good morning, dear students. So, we are in reproduction chapter. Yesterday, I had explained you about male and female gametes and what is reproduction. Now, today, we are going to read about gamete formation and fertilization. So, first of all, what is gamete? Already, I had explained you it is the male or female sex cell. The female and male sex cell is known as gamete. So, after reaching puberty, both males and females start producing gametes. Puberty, it is the puberty age, that means after 12 to 13 approx. After adolescent period or puberty age, both male and female start producing gametes. And it is the reproductive units with half of the genetic materials of a cell. So, all cells in the human body have 46 chromosomes. In nucleus, there is chromosomes, and in human being, it is in pair. In human being, there are 23 pairs of chromosomes. And these cells are called diploid cells because there are pair of cells in each chromosomes. The 23 pairs of chromosomes are there in the cell. So, chromosomes contain genes. In cell chapter, already I had explained you all this, the chromosomes, genes and DNA. So, these chromosomes, it contains genes which is responsible for hereditary character. That means the character which transfers from the parents to the offsprings to the children is known as hereditary character. So it is also known as blueprint, which is responsible for determining the characteristics of an individual. So the chromosomes are unique even within a species. During sexual reproduction, the offspring, the children receives chromosomes from both the father and the mother. And the formation of gamete cells involves an exclusive method where each gonad produces cells with only half the number of chromosomes. That means in male gonad and the female gonad, which produces gametes, are known as gonad, and it produces cell with only half the number of chromosomes. So inside the testis is male gonad, which produces male gametes known as sperm, and the ovary is female gonad, which produces female gamete known as ovum or egg cell. So both this sperm and ovum are having single cell with only 23 chromosomes. And this half number of chromosomes, the cells having half number of chromosomes are called haploid cells. So two types of cells are there, diploid cells and haploid cells. Sperm and ovum are unique also because they look completely different from each other and having their unique features. Sperm is much smaller than the ovum and has a head, middle piece and long tail. You can see here The sperm is having head, middle piece, and tail. Three parts are there. And in egg or ovum, the nucleus and cytoplasm. So the ovum, on other hand, it is a stout spherical cell and a small quantity of yolk. So the sperm is the smallest and the ovum is the largest cell of the human body. You also know that the largest cell of on the earth are the eggs of ostrich. So these two types of cells are produced by male and female sex organs. Then the fertilization. Fertilization is combination of male and female gametes. So in humans, a single matured egg is released into the oviduct by one of the ovaries every month, and this process is called ovulation. In female body, the matured egg which is released by ovaries, it goes to the oviduct. It is released into the oviduct by one of the ovaries every month, and this is ovulation. And the if this intercourse happens at a suitable time, the sperms are released into the female reproductive system, and one of the sperms swims and reaches the ovum in the oviduct. The haploid nucleus of the sperm fuses with the haploid nucleus of the ovum. That means the 23 pair of chromosomes in sperm and 23 pairs of chromosomes in egg. Both fuses together, both combine together, and a new cell with 46 chromosomes is formed, which is known as zygote. So this is the fertilized egg. After fertilization, this occurs here, the fertilization where here the ovum is there and one of the sperm fuse with the ovum, and then it forms a diploid cell. The two nucleus fuse together and it forms a 46 chromosome cell, and a new cell is formed which is known as zygote. So this is due to the process of fertilization. After fertilization, male and female gamete fuse together and form a new cell which is known as zygote. So the lifespan of an ova is 12 to 24 hours after it is released from the ovary, while a sperm can live up to 36 hours. So this is all about the fertilization. So now you can define the fertilization and zygote, and it is very much clear to all of you. Fertilization is the process of combining of sperm and ovum, and zygote is a formation of new cell after fertilization.